everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a good day. I thought as Valentine's Day is coming up, as I'm filming this, it is currently next week. I'm sure it's next week, I don't really know. I thought that I would do sort of like a little Valentine's Day makeup look, so whether you have plans or if you don't, then I hope you still enjoy it anyway. A lot of makeup looks on YouTube are quite like intense for Valentine's Day. Like there are a lot of like bright pinks, bright reds. That's not really my thing. I don't really wear bright colours on the eyes. So I thought I would sort of do a more like natural, soft, glam Valentine's Day look. Once again, as I say in every single video, I do apologise for the background. I know it's not that great. But anyway, let's just crack on. Hair out the face, as always. So I've already... do apologise, this little one here. So I've already got a freshly cleansed base, as always. And the first thing that I'm going to use, as I used in my last video, was my MAC Strobe Cream. Basically pop that everywhere. Now I'm going to sort of use a primer for like my T-zone. And I'm using the Makeup Revolution Ultra Face Base Primer. I'm only putting this in my T-zone. I'm not going to put it everywhere. Just like that. Now you guys know, because I literally say in every single video of mine, that I love like glowy skin. Because I've got quite dry skin, I find like having glowy foundations and glowy bases makes my skin look really fresh and healthy. Also looks more natural, which is sort of the look that I go for on like a more everyday basis. So I'm actually going to be mixing two different products together for my foundation today. But one's a foundation, one's like an illuminator. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation. This is like the dewy one. And then I'm going to mix in a couple of the Makeup Revolution liquid highlighter drops just to add a little bit of a glow. I think that was way too much. Let's pour a bit back in the bottle. Okay. So I hope you guys are like enjoying the videos on my channel. I've sort of been sticking to sort of like makeup videos at the minute because that is what I enjoy doing. But if there is anything like non-makeup related that you would like me to film, of course leave it in the comments below. Hope you enjoy the videos. That was so cringe. A sponge and a brush. A little bit of both, a little bit of both. The concealer that I'm going to use today is the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. Such a good concealer. It's about £3 or £4, I think it's £4. £4 something. Just going to pop that under my eyes just to give a little base. And actually I'm going to pop a little bit on my eyelids as well as a base for eyeshadow. This is the Real Techniques like beauty blender sponge. To be honest, I think it is very similar to the actual beauty blender. I do prefer the beauty blender than this one, but I still think this one's really good. And obviously it's like less than half the price. I'm going to move on to brows. I'm using the same product that I used in my last video, so I'm just using an angled brush and then like a brown shadow to fill in my brows. Okay, that one's alright. This is the bad brown. You know what? That's not too bad. I can deal with that. Moving on to eyes. So I prefer to use something like a lot softer and more like natural pinks rather than super bright in your face. That's not my style. The palette that I'm going to be using today is the Urban Decay Naked palette, which is super old. I've had this for so long. I'm going to start off with the colour called Virgin, which is the end one, which is literally just like a shimmery sort of white. Just going to pop that on my brow bone and all over my lid. Okay, then I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush, just like a crease brush, and I'm going to use the colour called Naked, which is this one here. I'm going to use that as my transition colour, and I'm going to pop that through the crease of my eye. Then I'm just going to do the same thing on the other eye. And I'm going to use the colour called Sin, which is the second one, and it's like a really pretty pale shimmery pink. And I'm just going to sweep that all over the lid. I'm also going to bring that in the inner corner as well to sort of brighten that area up. Then I'm going to go in with the colour called Buck, which is this one here. It's like a slightly darker matte brown. And again, just pop that in the crease of my eye. And then I'm going to go in with a colour called Dark Horse, which is this one here, just on an angle brush. And I'm basically going to like smudge that into my lash line to make my lash line look a little bit thicker. Then once again, back in with the old blending brush, just to sort of tie that all in. And that is it for the eyes. Really easy and simple. I'm then going to curl my lashes, as always. And I'm going to use one of my favourite mascaras, which is the Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. Again, from the drugstore. 100% recommend if you're looking for a new drugstore mascara. I think it's amazing. And that is the eyes done. But we're going to move on to the face now. And I'm going to start off with powder. I'm using the NYX HD Finishing Powder. This is the banana one, which looks a bit crazy because it's like, it looks white on the camera, but it's actually a yellow toned powder. I'm only going to put it where I want to brighten. Under my eyes, where we put the concealer. And then on my forehead as well. I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. Not too much, just a little bit. I'm going to be using my e.l.f. contour palette. I'm going to mix this one here with a little bit of this one here. Just going to run that on my forehead. And then my cheekbones, on my jawline, where I'm very pale. I think I need any help I can to look a little bit more brown. I'd recommend to everyone. Bronzer, one of my favourite steps, of course. And I'm using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the colour Medium Dark, which is actually a powder. I just got it in like a dark shade to use as a bronzer. I love MAC bronzers. I think they're probably one of my favourites. I've got a couple of the other ones and they're amazing. Now, because it's Valentine's Day, I thought I'm going to wear a little bit of blush. Blush really isn't my thing. I don't wear blush ever. Like ever. I haven't worn blush in years. But I thought because it's Valentine's Day, we're going to wear a little bit of blush. This is my favourite blush to ever exist, ever. And it's the Milani Baked Blush in number 5, which is Luminoso, or Luminoso. I don't know, one of the two. You know what, I might start wearing blush again. Obviously, highlighter, Doll Beauty. What a fave, love it. I'm obsessed. I'm going to go back in with that NYX powder. I'm literally just going to take this powder and cut the contour. Skin done. Now, as it's Valentine's Day, you might want something a bit pink. If you want to go for a red lip, go all out, hun. I'm not stopping you. I'm not really a red lip kind of person. I'm more of a nude lip. I'm going to start off using the Rimmel Full Colour Lip Liner in the colour East End Snob, which is a really pretty pink. I'm going to outline them and overdraw them very slightly. Do I want that kind of pink or do I want that kind of pink? This pink or this pink? I don't know. I think I'm going to use this one. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in the colour Creme Brulee. I haven't used this in forever. I love this makeup look. This is sort of like the look that I would wear on like an everyday basis if I want to go for like a more everyday glam. So that is the end of the makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, it's not sort of the classic Valentine's Day look because it's not like bright pinks. It's more subtle, more natural. So if you are into that, then I hope you enjoy it. If you're not, I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Whether you have plans on Valentine's Day or whether you don't, hope you have a good day anyway and it helped some of you out. Let's be real, probably not. Probably helped no one out. If you're new here, then make sure you subscribe and give a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video next week.